Mexico is struggling to contain its swine flu and with it fight the devastating economic repercussions of the virus. 2,500 suspected cases within the country, prompting the government to take drastic action, curbing public gatherings, even banning food deliveries. Now, as many as 159 people may have died from this virus, according to the Health Ministry officials. We can now talk to our correspondent Gallagher Fenwick, who joins us live from Mexico City. Gallagher, then tell us about these new measures that have been put in place.
Well, yesterday, Monday, the talk of the town was the national closure of all schools and universities. This Tuesday, everybody's talking about the closing of all 25,000 restaurants. That's all of Mexico City's restaurants. Now, the government is putting these measures into place, as you said, to avoid people congregating, aggregating. Now, it's important to specify that Mexicans will not be starving in the upcoming days. They have been given the opportunity, they will have the opportunity to go to the restaurants, but not to eat the food there. So yet again, the city is slowly coming to a halt. Activity is slowing down, less people in the streets, less activity. Now, another measure which I just learned about from a taxi cabs, the latter have been asked to wear gloves and masks from now on. This will be mandatory for them. And some people are thinking that this government is putting this measure into place in order to prepare the population from the closing down of Mexico City's public transportation. You know that buses, metros, minibuses are one of the last places in Mexico City where you still see small groups of people sitting down next to each other, and that is precisely what the Mexican government is trying so hard to prevent from happening in order to contain the epidemic as much as possible.
Okay, now briefly for us, Gallagher, if you could, in terms of the scientific research or the scientists themselves who are trying to fight this, what progress are they making?
There still are a lot more questions than answers as far as certainties go. We know that this is an influenza type of virus, a very unpredictable one, but we do not know how it was originally transmitted to men, and more importantly, we do not know how early it made its first appearance. Dates have been thrown around, April 2nd, April 13th, but a lot of scientists are beginning to say it may actually go back several different weeks, several different months, meaning that a lot of people may have carried it for quite some time now, but only with mild symptoms, meaning that the virus could mutate, become more potent, spread to more countries, and eventually what some of them are fearing is that we might start seeing deaths outside of Mexico. You know that one of the main questions was, why are Mexicans dying and not others outside the country?
Okay, thank you very much, Gallagher Fenwick from Mexico City.